The story of the Holy Roman Empire, reimagined version. For more than a millennium, the Holy Roman Empire stood at the heart of Europe, not as a single nation, but as a vast and intricate web of kingdoms, duchies, and city-states. From the Alps of Italy to the forests of Denmark, and from France to Poland, it encompassed a remarkable variety of peoples and cultures. Many of today's European countries trace their roots back to this enormous yet fragmented realm. Historians still debate the exact beginning of this empire, some point to the year 800, when Charlemagne was crowned emperor of the Romans, while others prefer 962, when Otto I received the same title. After the fall of the Western Roman Empire in the 5th century, only its eastern half, the Byzantine Empire, survived, ruled from the Greek city of Constantinople. Though the Byzantines considered themselves true Romans, the Western world eventually looked to Charlemagne, the mighty Frankish king, as the restorer of imperial glory. The Pope crowned him emperor, transferring the sacred title from east to west. The Frankish kingdom later splintered into several parts, forming the basis of what became the Holy Roman Empire. Mainly Germany, Italy, and Burgundy, with Bohemia joined as a kingdom in 1198. When Otto I of Germany defeated Berengar of Italy and was crowned emperor in 962. The imperial crown effectively became German, a tradition that lasted until the empire's end. From its earliest days, the empire wrestled with a persistent question. Who held ultimate authority, the Pope or the emperor? This tension defined centuries of European politics. During the 13th century, the empire even experienced a long period without an emperor, known as the interregnum. The Golden Bull of 1356, issued by Emperor Charles IV, formalized the empire's election process, establishing 7 prince-electors who would choose the king of the Romans, the future emperor. With the rise of the Habsburg dynasty in 1440, the empire entered a new era. For nearly 300 years, every emperor would come from this powerful Austrian family. Through political marriages, they gained territories across Europe, from Spain and Burgundy to Bohemia and Hungary. But the 16th century brought a major upheaval. Martin Luther's Reformation. His 95 Theses in 1517 split the empire's religious unity, dividing it between Catholics and Protestants. Emperor Charles V, ruling over both Spain and the empire, faced decades of religious conflict. The Peace of Augsburg, 1555, allowed each ruler to choose their territory's religion, a compromise that brought temporary calm but not lasting peace. In 1618, religious tensions reignited with the 30 Years' War, beginning dramatically with the defenestration of Prague. The conflict engulfed nearly all of Europe and ended in 1648 with the Peace of Westphalia, a turning point that recognized the independence of Switzerland and the Dutch Republic, and marked the empire's slow decline. After that, the empire became less of a single political power and more a loose federation of semi-independent states. Wars like the Franco-Dutch War, 9 Years' War, and War of the Spanish Succession often saw imperial princes fighting on opposing sides. By the 18th century, 2 dominant powers, Austria and Prussia, emerged within the empire, often at odds with one another. The rise of Prussia and the spread of revolutionary ideas from France ultimately sealed the empire's fate. When Napoleon's armies swept across Europe, the last emperor, Francis II, dissolved the Holy Roman Empire in 1806, ending over 1,000 years of history. Voltaire famously remarked that the empire was neither holy, nor Roman, nor an empire. From his Enlightenment perspective, that may have seemed true. But the empire's original purpose was deeply spiritual. Its leaders saw themselves as protectors of Christian order, guardians of divine authority in a world that tied politics to faith. Though its structure was famously complex, a tangled web of princes, dukes, bishops, knights, and free cities, it was this very complexity that allowed the empire to survive for so long. It wasn't just a state, it was an idea, the idea of unity under God and law, across the many peoples of Europe. When we look back today, the Holy Roman Empire appears less like a single empire and more like a 1,000-year experiment in balancing faith, politics, and identity. Its legacy still echoes in modern Europe, in its borders, its cultures, and its constant search for unity amidst diversity.